Hello guys! Today Russia has targeted a Ukrainian city Sumy, destroying a hospital and a school. This is a very Russian tactic to destroy Russian civilian objects wanting to kill the country and its people. And once again, Russia reminded all of us that it is the greatest error on this planet. Ukrainian armed forces answer, but we answer by targeting legitimate military objects on the territory of Russian Federation. Actually, when I say legitimate, I do have this weird feeling, because for me, all Russia is illegitimate. But let's look together at this hit parade. I hope the play of the words makes sense. Hit parade of Russian military objects destroyed in a couple of the last days. Starting from oil depots in Kursk, in Voronezh, and finishing with a metallurgic plant in Cheret. Let me tell you more in the video. My name is Anna, and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight against Russian propaganda and fake news. And my longtime friends, check your subscription status and hit notification button. So when Russia continues targeting Ukrainian civilian objects, killing Ukrainian children and destroying the country, we target only legitimate objects which are military and are used by Russian army to once again come and kill more Ukrainians. And honestly, I'm proud of that, because we demonstrate not an orc nature. But Russia is definitely an error on this planet. Yes, this is a way I try to avoid the words that YouTube is so sensitive to, but they also speak a lot about the Federation. So during this last couple of days, we have targeted a number of military objects on the territory of Russian Federation, and I know you love learning more about Russian geography with me based on the locations of explosions there. And sometimes I feel I do need a map, but not the one depicting Ukrainian front lines, but the one depicting collapsing Russian Federation and lots of points on fire. Of course, with the greatest fire in Kremlin. Hopefully one day we will make that. Anyway, during this really hot week with Ukrainian drones, which are really huge, and I'm super proud that we developed them and we built them. There are many of them now operating on the Russian territory. So with the help of these birds, we have set on fire an oil depot in KURSK region, an oil depot in Voronezh, and Железногорск, and oh my god, honestly, it's really difficult to remember the names of Russian cities, because many of them were artificially constructed during the communist era. They make no sense. They are very ugly for the Ukrainian ear. And if I could translate you the meanings, you would also be like terrified, because it's like electric plant city or something like that. And that's why sometimes I do need to put down the words. And they did not change it. They did not return old Russian names or something like that. They are crazy and they are still very communist. Remember to subscribe to demonstrate your solidarity and to see Russia defeated. So also we have managed to destroy a supply of Russian troops on the territory of temporarily occupied Luhansk region. And this is also important, because now they use this temporarily annexed territories like Crimea, Donetsk, Luhansk to supply their troops on the front lines. And this is once again an important reminder why it is vital to get all of Ukrainian territories back and gain our 1991 borders. No negotiations are possible. But perhaps the best explosion, number one in our hit parade, goes to the metallurgical plant in Cheret. Oh my god, Cheret, just sound well. So Cheret is located in Volgograd region, and drones targeted a metallurgical plant there and destroyed a huge blast furnace. And now the plant cannot operate, and I love reading how Russian propagandists and, for example, governors of these regions targeted need to invent how to say what happened, because they are winning the war, Ukraine does not exist anymore, but still something explodes. So they've called it a technological incident. And I wish many more technological incidents and smoking epidemics to occur on the territory of evil military objects in the Federation. And of course, this once again demonstrates that the world's political leaders, they don't have to be afraid to help Ukraine target legitimate military objects even on the territory of Russia, because you cannot stop an aggressor by only fighting on your territory. War always returns home, and I'm sure in the months and years to come, we will see more and more protests and maybe even like a war in Russia, because they have created this background for themselves. Ukrainians simply wanted to live within their 1991 legitimate borders, continue building, reforming, changing life in our country. And Russians did not want to do that. Inside their country, they have chosen to invade Ukraine and to invent some totally illogical reasons for that. But what is good that more and more countries join NATO, and I want to congratulate Sweden with being a NATO country now. I hope one beautiful day we will join you in this alliance, and I love that we share the colors, yellow and blue, and whenever I'm traveling, I'm always very sensitive to this combination of colors, and very often I meet Swedish people, so much love to you, friends. And I love observing this process going well for Finland, and this is another reminder why Russian reasons to attack Ukraine are total BS. They were fighting against the border with NATO. They did not want it to be enlarged, and now we see that this borderline is getting really long. So this is a good update. And of course, important news, President Zelensky appointed General Zaluzhny an ambassador to the United Kingdom. Let me know, what do you think about this appointment? I was really surprised. I have mixed feelings, because from one point of view, I'm a huge fan of General Zaluzhny, and we definitely need a good ambassador in one of our greatest supporter countries, and we're super grateful to the people of the UK. But at the same time, Zaluzhny is a military man, he's not a diplomat. And I see him being more useful on this military battlefield, but it feels like he supported this idea, and he even shared with Zelensky that he wants to continue working in the diplomatic field. So we will see. I cannot predict how it goes, but these are the news, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, remember that we plan a live this Saturday, and you can provide your ideas for the topic in comments too. Be careful of scammers. I never invite you to chat in Telegram and WhatsApp. Literally don't have time for that. I do wish I had. But I'm sure we will have more time to communicate when Ukraine wins and you all come to party in Ukraine. And so far, remember to subscribe to my Instagram. There I share more of everyday life in Ukraine. Also, I'm on X, trying not to say Twitter anymore, on Threads, and we have a beautiful Discord community, and we also have a beautiful new collection of Ukrainian t-shirts and sweatshirts with the Ukrainian drones and other weapons that we have developed to fight Russia. And I'm sure you will like them. Go check, and they work well as reminders and conversation starters about Ukraine. But most importantly, united we stand, and I'm sure united we will win this evil. And Slava Ukraini!